If you want to see how I got this full face beautiful makeup look, please keep watching. Hello everyone, I hope that you are doing well and your families are doing well. If this is the first time that you are viewing my channel, my name is Dell and welcome to my channel. I hope that you will visit again soon. And to those of you who watch my videos often and are subscribed to my channel, thank you so much. And those of you who stop by from time to time just to check out the video or part of the video, I really appreciate you as well. So today I'm going to do a makeup look. This is going to be a little different than I usually do because typically I would do like a minimal look, makeup look. I'm going to do a full face makeup, and I'm actually going to show how I would, if I'm doing a full face, how I apply my makeup, but it will still look flawless. Okay, so I hope that you are doing well. Today is what is today? Tuesday. And so I hope that your week or the start of your week is going well. Mine is, as usual, is very busy, so that is why I'm just doing this video. And to one of my subscribers, Cece, asked when was I doing a video, and I looked at my comments, and just so happened that I was working on a video to post. So this will probably post tomorrow, upload tomorrow. But thank you so much. I really appreciate all of your support. So I'm going to start off with, let me see. I always leave out something. Hold on just a second. Sorry about that. I'm going to start off with my Chill Out Primer. My face is already moisturized in this. I always use this cocoa butter cream right here. You can get this from Walmart, Family Dollar, beauty supply store. Any of those stores carry this product. It's nice and soft. It's not greasy, so you don't have to worry about the oily look on your in your makeup look. Okay, so I'll get that. But this is the Chill Out Primer that I usually use. This is by Milani. I have been using this for a minute, so I'm going to start off with that. So, as I mentioned, my week starting off is very busy for work and at home. I'm forever always doing something. And every now and again, I take a little break and get a little rest. But right now, I was able to squeeze a video in. So first, I'm going to use this. Let me turn. It's too light. I think that'll do. So this is the Fenty Beauty. I've had this probably for about a year. I think one of my first videos that I did was used with this video, and I think I started this channel last August. I think it was August or September, something like that, but I remember buying this from Sephora. So I'm going to use, and I use it from time to time. I'm going to use this for this particular look. And so now, when I first put it on, it might have like an orangey look, but we will take care of that. It'll be just fine. This is in the color, let me see the name of this. Hold on. Let's see. This is the, Lord have mercy, this is so little. It's number 430. So I'm going to put it here just in case you can see it. The name and everything on there is number 430. Is that a 2 or 3? I think that's a 3. Well, that is it. if you're interested in it. But I've had this for for about a year now. So I'm just going to spray it with this Milani spray. And I'm spraying it just so it can move. I see it's moving around. Just so it can move around a little. Now remember, I said it looks orangey, but it will even out once I do everything. But I just want to show you what I would do if I did a really heavy a full face makeup look, and how I can bring it in and make it look flawless. So that's what this video is about. Have my mirror over here. And so, ooh, I know. I'm just showing you what it's going to look like. I don't usually wear it like this unless I am going for a specific look for a particular event or something, and then I will resort to this look. But this is not a norm for me. I just want to show you how I can be versatile and go from a minimal look to a full face look and make it look flawless. So yeah, some would say, oh, I always say this, they'll say, why are you putting all that makeup on? You don't need the makeup on. But this is something I like doing, and I love to apply my makeup to give me a specific look that I'm going for. So all I'm doing here is taking my big sponge. It's not moist or anything, and see how it's just kind of bringing everything in so far. And once I add all of my the rest of my makeup, it'll look flawless, I promise. Don't let this scare you. So yeah, so let me tell you, what I experienced this morning on my way to work. Road rage. Oh, you know, people are just, I don't know what to say about them. I just don't know what to say. Anyway, I was on my way to work, and a car was in front of me. I am going to take one of my wipes here. One of these little wipes. I get them. This is from the Dollar Tree, actually. And a car was in front of me, and seems like when I slowed down, because I could tell that the car was going to kind of like swerve in front of me. And so I kind of slowed down and kind of did like that in front of me. Well, it was a truck in front of that car. I guess this is not coming off as easy. Well, they must have put this on with some super glue. How in the world? Finally. Gosh, it was really, really on there tight. I guess so people won't open it in the store. But, so the car that was in front of me, there was one of those, it was carrying logs. Looked like it had logs on the trailer of it. So I guess he was trailing. I didn't know this until later. But anyway, he was behind that truck that had logs on it. So he swerved in front of me, and I'm thinking, what is this person doing, right? So then I get off the exit, and he gets off the exit, and the truck goes over, and he swerves again. So I'm like, what in the world? So by the time I got up to the light, y'all, I'm going to be honest with, okay, the things that I wanted to say to him, because I did roll my window down. I know it's very dangerous. I did roll my window down, and I wanted to just like roll off, like, brrr, like just really say some stuff. And the only thing that came out was, I promise you, I'm not lying, The only thing that came out was God bless you, have a blessed day, and you need to go to anger management. And he said, God bless you too. God bless you too. You effing a-hole. What? Oh my gosh. I said, really? And so I said, well, God bless you and you have a wonderful day. And he's saying, God bless you and you have a wonderful day. And I drove off and you could hear him say, you effing a-hole again. You know, people are, he said, that was my boss and I was following behind my boss and you cut me off. So what I did do was, there was a number on the side of that truck. So I called the number and, of course, I'm sure either he was lying that that was his boss or, they probably wouldn't have done anything anyway, but I called. But anyway, so this is what it looks like after everything that I put on. And I'll go back after and put my powder on and then clean up around my hairline. But yeah, I'm thinking, what in these people? Oh, they just irritate me so bad sometimes. And I try not to, I had no business actually, you know, like rolling down my window. I'm just going to do my eyebrows. I had no business rolling down my window because that could have gone left really, really fast, right? Maybe if I had said some other stuff, it could have, but, you know, I wasn't trying to be, I did, I promise. You know, the flesh gets to us sometimes, and I'm thinking, why would you, anyway, so enough of that. Then I had gone to not Subway. What is the name? This is the LA Colors. It's dark, but what I'm going to do, this is the black. Let me put a little brown over the top because I really meant to use only the brown. And because I'm running my mouth, it ended up, I ended up using the black. But this is, I'm just going to show you how I'm going to do my full makeup. It looks dark now, but it's going to be nice and flawless, I promise. Trust the process. I know it's a cliche, but it is very, very true. So I know they look really, really dark, don't they? I probably look crazy. And then I'm going to take this Pro Concealer by Fawn. So if that wasn't enough, I went to Jersey Mike's to for my lunch, right? Which I usually don't do, but this weekend or yesterday, I'm sorry, was very busy, so I didn't get to, you know, bring my lunch and all that stuff. Anyway, so I go in there to get me a little sub. And the girl that's getting ready to do my sub, there was one of her co-workers, I guess the one that works in the back. She was coming from the back, and the young lady that was getting ready to fix my sub, she pretended that she was going to hit the girl with the bread that she was going to make my sandwich with. So when she got ready to cut the bread and then put it on I let her do all that. And then I looked at her like, I said, are you going to get me another bread? Because she said, oh, I didn't hit her with it. And these were young kids. I think this is a lipstick brush, but today it's going to be a cleanup concealer brush. And I'm just cleaning up this concealer. And she was getting ready to hit, they were playing around the food. I'm like, oh my, you know what? I really just wanted to say, just forget it, but I was hungry. And so I looked at her and she was like, I said, you're really going to fix my you're going to use that bread to fix my sandwich? She said, oh, I didn't hit her with it. Do you want another bread? Yes, I do, please. And so the manager came out and he was kind of looking like, what's going on? She didn't say anything and I didn't say anything. I'm like, oh my gosh, these, you know what? I was just too through. I really was. So that was kind of how my day started. And then I got myself back together. But I'll tell you, I'm going to be honest. This morning after that little incident with this man in this car, I felt a little defeated this morning, but I pulled myself together. So I'm like, what? Who does that? Yes, he cursed me out. I couldn't believe it. And I know I shouldn't have stopped, but we were at the light. I shouldn't have rolled down my window, but I wanted him to know, because you could see him moving and going like that. So I rolled down the window like, okay, you cut in front of me. I didn't cut you off. He said, no, no, no. You cut in front of me. My boss was in front of you, and you cut me off. So guess what? I'm not doing this. I just thank God that it didn't go left, because that could have easily, I guess depending on what words I use, it may have gone left. But he wasn't afraid at all. So with that type of situation, I guess he may not have had anything to lose, but I do. So anyway, that's how that went. So now I'm going to, so that's my eyebrows. I know they do not look the exact same, and they're not supposed to, I don't think. So I'm doing this nice little full face makeup, and it's just going to be beautiful. All right, now remember when I went to the Dollar Tree, if you've been watching my videos, and I have a couple of these, but I'm going to use, these are the brushes. They're not anything fancy or anything, but they work for what I need them for, and I'm going to use them today. But before I do that, let me go ahead and put my little, I always like to put my concealer around my bags, specifically around these lines first, and then I just kind of fill that part in, and then I'm going to go over it with my skin tone concealer. See how the makeup kind of just melts in now? I'll go back in and get all that situated. So yeah, my day was an event for one so far this morning. Now this, I'm going to mix this as well. This is a from the Dollar Tree, and I promise you it doesn't have a name on it unless it had it on the original packaging, but this is the color. Every time I look for the name on it, with or without glasses, I cannot find it. Put a little. Okay. And then I'm going to mix it with I told you it's going to look heavy, but it's not going to be heavy. And this is just if you're interested in more than just a minimal makeup look. It depends on what you want, because some people don't want, those who wear makeup, they may want a little heavier than what I'm doing. So I'm showing you how I would get that look. So I'm going to let that sit just a few minutes. And I'm also going to put a little bit over my eyelids and blend that in so you can see how I'm going to put my eyeshadow on. So I'm going to take my little sponge beauty blender and blend that out. I actually have like a little really small teeny blender. I gotta find it though. But yeah, so what would you have done if the young lady had your bread swinging it around in Jersey Mike's? Would you have asked her for another one, or would you just bypass that and let her don't say anything? It's crazy. Let me know what you would have done. I also had an experience one time. I was at a deli, and the young lady was getting ready to fix my sandwich, and she had on gloves, but she took her phone out of her pocket, looked at her phone. I guess she texted somebody, read her text or whatever real quick, and then she started to fix my food. And I asked her, are you going to change out your gloves? She said, oh, I didn't do anything but check my phone. And then her manager happened to come walking around the corner, and then he asked, is there a problem? And I told him. He said, change your gloves. He had to tell her to change her gloves. I really didn't want to eat after that, but just to let her know that was very rude. Yeah, I am going to order a sandwich, but you had to change your gloves. This is Ellen Tracy. I use this quite often in my videos. I'm going to use this, which one? This one right here as a transition color, and I'm going to use my brush. So yeah, tell me, what would you do? When people are getting your food ready, fixing your food, and they don't have on gloves? I've had a few. This is so pretty. I've had a few instances where I've been at like a deli or sandwich shop or something like that, and another Jersey Mike's that I went to, the young man was fixing my sandwich. This has been a while ago because I really try not to eat out that much. But if I forget my lunch or, what have you, then I'll run and get a sandwich or something. And he had gone over to, I think they were doing like the DoorDash menu, or meals for the people who had ordered via DoorDash, and they were getting their meals out of the way. So he had like maybe 5 orders, that he was working on, and he came around in the line and got a soda out of the machine, or the door, with the glass door. He came and got a soda out of there, but he went right behind the counter, and I was next in line. And after he did that, he didn't take his gloves off. He opened the door of the soda vault, or whatever that is, soda cabinet, and he proceeded to fix my, no, sir, are you going to change your gloves? Oh yeah, I'm going to change them. When? After you finish my sandwich? Whew. And I hate to say it, but it's not just the young folk that are doing crazy stuff like this. It's the older ones too. So I can't even blame it on the young people. All right, so see how the little brush, it does fine. I don't need anything fancy. All right, now I'm going to take, I love this color right here. I've used this in a video before, and I'm going to take that color. So now I'm going to take the flat brush to that And I'm just going to put that on. This is so this is one of my favorite. Now my favorite color is green eyeshadow. I love a good blue eyeshadow, but this is more like sultry to me. And I'm going to put a good bit because I want a nice little look. I still have not perfected my smoky eye, but I will get there. That is very, very pretty. It's more like a cranberry kind of look. I love that look. All right, now I'm going to take this color and just kind of blend it out so it won't look so uneven and dark in one section and light in one section. Then I'm going to do the same thing for the other eye. But what do? Are you afraid to ask them to change their gloves? Do you ask them to change their gloves? Do you walk out because you figured this is just... And then I'm thinking, how many other people did you do this and they didn't say anything? That's what gets me. It's like some people, they just don't say anything. I'm saying something. And I don't say it in a rude manner or anything. I mean, I'll be eating this, right? I am loving this look. I need to hurry up and get off of here because that's the thing. I get to talking and running my mouth, and then it's just... But I hadn't talked to y'all in a while, right? Let's see. All right, and I think I'm going to, let me see. Yeah. All right, now, you know I like color under my eyes, so let me see which one I will do today with this. I always like, should I do the green? This is a green. This is Tellini. It's a tattoo by Tattoo Studio Maybelline. The Tellini. Let me make sure. I don't want to give you any incorrect information. I tell you, this writing is so small. It's so tiny. And it's worn off too. So I believe this is Tellini. Anyway, it's this color. Like a dark. Let me do the top of my eye. This is a Dollar Tree eyeliner. It's in black. I'm going to look in the mirror while and I'm just putting the eyeliner over my eye. And now I'll do this one. See the difference between that one and that one? And there we go. All right, now I'm going to take this eyeliner and go up under my eye here. I also need to sharpen it a little bit because it's kind of dull. Yep. It's almost kind of, it's a dark green. That's what it looks like. Kind of almost like a black green. See? All right, now that I've got that done, I'm going to now wet my sponge and start blending out my concealer. I didn't like wet it. I just moistened it. So yeah, tell me, what would you do? I'm not asking am I wrong, because I know I was right. But I don't know what happened to the sanitary part of these restaurants. That's why I really don't like to eat out. I like to cook because I know what's in my food. I did cook today, and I made some barbecue chicken, and I made some candy yams. I made purple cabbage, and what else did I make? And salmon. And I also had, when I boiled my chicken, before I barbecue them, because I boil it and then I put them in the oven, I took the broth from where the chicken boiled and put the noodles, the little spiral, the little egg noodles. I dropped those down in there, and then that soaked up. Oh my goodness. I can taste it now. But yeah, so I had dinner not too long ago, and it was delicious. Now see the difference then when I put on just my minimal makeup. You can see that it's full face, but we're going to calm all of this down and get the full look. So I'm going to use my blur powder. Let me see if I have it in here. I do. This is by Ellen Tracy as well, and it's the blur press blurring powder is what it's called. I got this from TJ Maxx. I use it quite often, and I really like it. This is what it looks like. It's white. Don't want to blind you, but I'm not going to, well, because this is a full look, I may let it sit just a few minutes. Yeah, and I'm thinking, oh, and I forgot to tell you another incident. I went into, believe it or not, Jersey Mike's a while ago, and when I walked in, I saw the one of the employees. She was kind of like backing out of the store, kind of like talking under her breath, and then about what she was going to do to somebody, and they came in there and did something. So I'm thinking, should I leave? Should I go out? I'm just gonna brush some of this off now. And I know it looks heavy, but it's not. I promise. And she was arguing about a customer. Something a customer said or did. We'll come to find out the customer wanted to, I'm kind of buffing this in so now it can kind of go with my neck. It won't be so, you know, different colors. I know it'll have a contrast to it, but just to make it look like it's not too heavy. But come to find out, she was arguing with the customer because the customer left the store but came back for a refill. So she decided that she wanted to fight the customer, and she was just coming back in the building from fighting the customer. And now this was a young this was a young girl. So I'm thinking, oh my goodness. I'm going to use this LA Colors blush. This is called Peony Perfect from the Dollar Tree. So I'm going to take my little angle brush. Nice and soft. Trust me. Now, usually I would take my sponge and take the edges off, but I'm not going to do that. Because again, I want this to be the full look. So I want you to be able to see. All right, now I'm going to take my powder, which is the Fit Me made by Maybelline, and it's number 360 in Mocha Mocha. I always use this. And I'm going to take my velour puff and start up under my eye. And that's the difference of what it looks like with powder, without powder, with powder, without powder. But this is something that I would wear when I really want to, you know, have on a cute little outfit. And it does, you don't have to have heavy makeup on. This is what I choose to do when I decide to do it. The majority of the time when I do wear makeup, it is a very minimal look. But when I do want to, you know, deviate from that and do something different, nice and classy, I will do this look. And see how the foundation, and we're still not finished yet because I'm going to do something that's going to make it even look more flawless. So I'm going to take another one of my wipes, and then I'm going to show you. It's really time for me to sign off because I've been on here too long, but I enjoyed talking with you all. I'm going to take this off of my hairline. I hate to see that when you put your makeup on all nice and pretty and then it's in your hairline. That's not a good look. at all. So let's see. Now I'm going to show you the lipstick that I will be wearing. Oh, you know what? Let me do this too. I have a, I'm going to go all out. Where is my bronze? I wanted to put a little bit on my, let me see if I have something. Maybe this one. You really can't see it. All right, so next I'm going to pick out a lipstick, and let me spray this so it can kind of just melt in. But see, it's heavy. At first it was real orangey looking, and now it's kind of blended into my skin. I'm going to even take this sponge and go over it one more time. We're going to take, let me see, we need to bring our eyeliner down just a little bit. I'm going to go up one more time before I spray it. And then everything is going to melt in. And then, let me see, do I have my little fan? I do. Okay, then after that, last step is a lipstick. And I think I want a nice, good, I'm going to use this one. What is this one called? This is one of the lip duos from the Dollar Tree. I've used this a few times as well. This one is called Charmed. Yeah, it is so tiny. See how tiny it is? But this is the color. Now it does have a lip gloss to go to it, but I'm not going to use that. So let's start with a brown eyeliner. I use my eyeliners and lip liners, dual purpose. Now yes, I can see still around my hairline. Okay. And again, I'm doing this look for those of you all because I usually do a minimal makeup look in all of my videos. And so I just wanted to show how if I wanted to do a heavy look, how I could get that look and have it looking flawless. So this is all this is to show how I can be versatile. I can wear it light. I can wear no makeup. I can wear heavy, light, whichever I choose to wear. Now we'll add a little gloss to this. And this is just a simple lip gloss. It's clear from the beauty supply. And that is that look. So this is what the look looks like. Tell me what you think. I do know that I still have some um, edges that I need to even out. But for the most part, this is just a video to show you how I got this look and to make it look flawless. So tell me, what do you think? I thank you so much for watching this video, and I'll have another video coming up really soon. Thank you all for your support. I appreciate you always watching. Wait a minute. I forgot to put my, knew I was missing something. This is eyeshadow, mascara from Ellen Tracy, also from TJ Maxx. I've had it for a minute. And this is the lengthening one. As you can see, I don't have too many eyebrow or eyelashes. But I am going to put, I knew something was missing. And this will finish it off. This is with, this is without. And now this is the full look. So thank you so much for watching. Let's see, yeah. So it is orangey, but that's with the lighting. But this is the full face makeup. I'll go back around my edges again. Just want to see how I got this look. So thank you so much for watching, and may the good Lord bless you all real good. Do I have lipstick on my teeth? I do. Thank you so much, and have a great rest of the week. May the good Lord bless you real good.